Hi there, welcome to Logic Behind Math. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to use X method to solve quadratic equation faster. Maybe you didn't learn it before, but this X method is quite popular in Asia. I think it's really good for everyone to learn it. Before we start the example, I must let you know what is the X method. Quadratic equation. It's always in the form of ax squared, bx, and plus c equal to 0. When we call solving for the equation, solving anything, we need to find the roots. We must make sure the equation already equal to 0. How to use this X method? So first step, we have to factor ax squared. Second step, we have to factor c term. And third step, we have used the cross multiplication. And last one is step fourth. We have to make sure the combination, their cross multiplication, and we add them up is equal to b term. So it's very clear that our aim, our target is to find the correct combination which can fulfill b term. But why is it? Remember the factor form. So the factor form always something like this equal to 0, right? Ex plus g and ix plus j, okay? So how do we find this b term? We must multiply, right? We have to multiply it. After you multiply and we just add all of the x term, right? Then we can generate b term. So actually this b term including the factors of a and c. Okay, now we can go to our example and I'm gonna show you how to use this X method and solve the equation very fast, okay? This is 3x squared plus 11x plus 6 equal to 0. Remember the X method, when we want to find the factor form, m should be b term. Here our b term is positive 11x. So first step, we have to factor a term. 3x squared can be 3x and x. 3x multiply x, we can get 3x squared. And we don't need to consider negative factor because our b term is positive, right? And then our c term also positive. We want to find this 11x also positive. So that means we don't need to find negative factor of this positive 6. So we just consider positive. So we can be 1, 6, 6, 1, 3, 2, and 2, 3. Here are 4 options. If we use the right hand side, the 6 factors combination, and we match the a terms factor, we can have 4 pairs. How to make sure this is the correct combination? We have to use cross multiplication. How to do it? If like say 1 and 6, 3x multiply 6, we can get 18x. And then another side should be x multiply 1 because it's positive plus 1x. We can get 19x. But this number is it's not 11x. So we just cancel out this set. This is incorrect. Then we can continue. The next combination is 3, 1, 3x multiply 1, we got 3x. Another side, x multiply 6. So plus 6x equal to 9x. Good. This is also not the correct combination. So I just erase it. Then we have to continue. Now we say 3x multiply 2. So we got 6x. And then 3 multiply x, we got 3x. So you see, this is 9x. This is also doesn't equal to the b term, right? So we have to change another set. So we don't consider this one. How about the next one? Yes, next one should be correct, right? Because it's the last options, but we still need to check. 3x multiplied 3, we got 9x. And then 2 times x, we got 2x. Bingo, it's 11x. Good, so it's correct. When we make sure it's correct, how to build up the factor form of this equation? 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2. And then another one would be x plus 3 equal to 0. That's all. Keep in mind the steps. Factor A term, factor C term, and then we do the cross multiplication and to find if any combination can match this B term. And then we can build up the factor form of this quadratic equation. Either 3x plus 2 or x plus 3 equal to 0, right? That's our solution. 3x plus 2 equal to 0. We can get 3x because both sides are subtractive. So 3x will be negative 2. Then divided by 3, x will be negative 3, 2 over 3. Another side, x plus 3 equal to 0. All right. So subtract 3, x equal to negative 3. I believe this method actually is very simple. If you can do more practice, it's the best way to solve the quadratic equation. You must make sure b square minus 4ac is greater E0 or equal to 0. If it's smaller than 0, that means there is no solution. If you can find the factor for A and C, I believe this method is pretty good, okay? Better than like diamond method or AC method. After this one, we can try another example and you can really understand how efficient this method is. X squared negative minus 4x plus 3. Okay, this one is very simple. Yeah, because I want to show you once our middle term, this b term is a negative, what should we do? For a term, I will still use x because x multiply x is still x squared. Now, second step, we have to factor c term. But now you have to think about, this is a negative value. So we should use negative 3 or negative 1, right? Over 3 and 1. If I use 3 and 1 and then I multiply x, positive x, the outcome will still be positive. So I won't consider this one. I will use negative 3 and negative 1. Now we have to use a cross multiplication to check if this is the correct combination. So I try this. X multiply negative 1, we got negative x. And next one is x multiply negative 3, we got negative 3x. Sum will be negative 4x. Wow, this one is just same as our beta. So we can make sure this is the correct combination. So here we should write x minus 3. How about another parenthesis? It will be x minus 1 then equal to 0. So the solution for this quadratic equation will be x equal to 3 or 1. That's all. If you have any question, just you can write an email to me or leave comment. You learn something from my video, please subscribe to support my journey. Thank you. Bye.